Hi everyone, welcome to Fusion 360 tutorial at NGS Tech. Today we will learn how to create and configure joints between components that are not yet positioned in relation to each other like these guys are. Let's get started. Now let's open the joint command. If you click on joint, then you get a dialog box open where there are two options, position and motion. Now the position has three modes itself. The first one is simple, between two faces, and the third one is two edge intersections. And these three options are available for each component, as you can see here. And the motion is to define the relation between the components. Now from the position, component 2 always need to be the component which is fixed. Here we will use this component, the cube, as a component 2 as the grounded fixed component, and we will use between two faces. So for the between two faces, component 1, this face and the face under, then you need a snap point. We will choose the middle snap point. To get the snap point, you just need to hover around and you get the snap point. As you can see, the middle snap point has already been chosen. So if I click on that, then for the component 2, I'll do the same between two faces. This face and the face at the bottom. For that I need to use the orbit. If I do that, then it is asking for a snap point, and the snap point would be same like you just hover around and then it is pointed. You choose the right one, and there is a preview to choose for that. If I do this way, then as you can see, the shaft has already been placed inside the cube. Now for the alignment, there is angle. You can make offset XYZ, but in our case, that's all good. Now, what is the relation, what is the motion relation between these two components? To define that, we need to choose the motion. And from the drop down, there are 7 options. First one is a rigid. If I choose this one, this will basically lock two components together and they will behave as like a one component. Revolute will move in one axis. Then I have slider, which will go up and down. There is cylindrical. Cylindrical will move up and down as well as in z-axis. Planar pin slot is same but moves different axis. Then you have the ball, which I'm not gonna use here. So for this one, I'll just keep it as revolute. Now once the joint is made, you can make a cool animation with that. To get the animation, first you need to find the joint, which I assume first I need to click and make the joint permanent. So as you can see, the joint is highlighted here. If I right click on that and choose anim joint, here you can see my joint is animated as a preview. Now I will disable that. Okay, now I will undo this joint just to recycle this part for next one. So if I click Ctrl Z, now to join the shaft with the rectangular slide, let's open the joint command again, and from the drop down, as you can see, there are 3 modes. For the component 1, which is the move, which is the component supposed to be moved, and the component 2 is the rigid component. So if I choose component, select component 2 and snap point the corner, then component 1, as you can see, is moving. Now I need to offset in X direction. So if I 50 meter, or otherwise I could have write just 50 meter in Z direction. That's not X, that's actually the Z direction. So 50 meter offset in Z direction. Now let's define the motion characteristics. So if we want to define the motion characteristics, we choose, so for the motion characteristics we choose pin slot. Then it has got two mode, rotate and slide. So for the rotate, we don't provide any limitation. Now for the slide, we give a distance, maximum distance it needs to be traveling. So if I can just write the maximum, I will write 110 meter, 10 millimeter, and minimum is a 0 millimeter. In this configuration, if I click the limit, preview limit, it will show me the preview, and also for the rotation, the preview is available. So we'll choose that. Then we'll again go to the pin slot joint and do the animation. Here you can see the cool animation appears. I will keep this one as it is. Now let's join these two components together, the spherical shaft and the spherical cube. If you just click on the join command, then you get the position and the motion option. So from where you choose component 1 and you choose the mode, simple mode. Now for the select and choose the component 1, which is the component supposed to be moving. If you just hover around and click the sphere, and for the component 2, again, as you can see, the simple mode is chosen, and from the select option, then hover around and choose the center point of the sphere. The motion characteristics, we will give this one as a ball joint. So if you click on the ball joint, then as you can see, it has a freedom of movement of 360 degree. That's not what we want. We will modify it. We will start from the roll. So if you could just click on the roll, then you give it as, if you just give it some limit, minus 180, then the maximum 180, for the yaw, minimum 0 degree, 0 millimeter, now from the yaw, minimum minus 45 degree and maximum plus 45 degree. For the pitch, you give 0, minimum and maximum 180. If you click the preview limit for different orientation, then you click OK. Now if you can just go and animate right click joint and animate joint. Here you can see all 3 degrees of freedom with a ball joint. If I can animate the other one as well. At this stage from the joint we have seen all the motion type except the planar. Now for the planar we need to create a different part. Let's get started creating the part. So for creating the part, new component, we'll give it name is planar base. Then from the sketch, choosing the same page, rectangle without any coordination. I just put it anywhere. Finish the sketch, press pull 2.5 millimeter up, 10 millimeter. From the appearance, I will give it a leather matte color. Now the next part, so before creating new part, make sure the main assembly is chosen, is activated by like this. Otherwise, the next part will gonna be the child part of the planar base. So the joint assembly is chosen, new component, same again, planar disk, edge. We'll choose this surface, the top surface, circle, 100 millimeter. Finish sketch, then press pull, 50 millimeter. Appearance, I'll give it a bright red. Close. So two part. Then from the joint assembly, component 1 and the component 2. Again, choose the simple mode from the 3 mode. So the first mode, simple, between two faces and two edge intersection, I choose simple. Motion characteristics, we will give planar. Just see the preview motion. That's okay. Rotate is okay. Now slide 1 and slide 2. Slide 1 maximum 100. Now for the motion limit, I have edited. For the slide 1, in this direction, slide 1 minimum minus 250, minimum minus 250 millimeter, and maximum 0 millimeter. And in this direction, minimum 0 and maximum 300. We leave it as it is. Then animation, right click, and I'm joined. As you can see, the clear face, the planar face is like a carom board. That's it for today's tutorial on creating joins in Fusion 360. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe for more information 360 tutorials. See you at next time.